7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken right around the 44. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. They'll fire deep for Rager. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jalen Rager, 47 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
The kick is good.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. A big
big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. These guys made it a crossing route. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this throw caught left side. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a pickup.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's again to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
That's out to the left and complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he
takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery taking it in. And the Bears get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to run now. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly. Bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire deep for it. That's caught at the 25. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mark Hughes. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. 20. And he will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
They ain't ready for
And
it.
he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Saints 54, Bears 27.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
27.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. It's a foot race past the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10.
Number 86.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Flying for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll look to throw. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 23 yards on the play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. Raekwon McMillan on the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
On the carry,
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.